All right, here we go. So you all can hear me now, right? Sorry about that, fellas. Okay. So in our third seminars, we have our three best speakers. We have Dr. Musli, we have Cucurina, and we have Ratna Mustika, since Irma cannot join because the another urgent matters. So during the next 90 minutes, we'll talk about halal certification, the access to Indonesia and global market. Hopefully you can enjoy all the show and ask anything if you would really like to ask. So, without further ado, let's move to Dr. Musli, shall we? Dr. Musli, are you there?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Okay, Dr. Musli, please, we're waiting for your speech for opening this session. Thank you, Dr. Musli.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everybody. In this session, I just want to share a very short presentation for all of you, especially for the halal regulation for Indonesian market and for other Muslim majority market. Let me share my screen. So for Indonesia, we have two law number 33 2014 and then law number 6 2023. So this is the main regulation of the halal certification in Indonesia. And from this two law, we have one government regulation, the government regulation number 39 2021. And then we also have, this is the important one also, the Ministry of Religious Affairs Decree number 748 2021. So for some, I just put here some of the Indonesian regulation related with the halal certification. And from this regulation, we can find that some points here. The first one is all products are distributed in Indonesia must be halal certified. So halal certification is mandatory with different timeline. We see later. So the exception is only for the haram products because this is haram. This is not halal. It's like whiskey, lard, or wine. That's 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 a haram product. We cannot, as a Muslim, we cannot consume these products. The second one, the exception is only for the products, all of the products in the positive list. So the positive list we can find in the detail, the table. We can find the Ministry of Religious Affairs decree number 1360 2021. So then other products, they must be halal certified. And now we see the scope of the certification. They say here we find that all products, well, and then all products, the products means not only the finished goods, but also the services. And if we see more detail of the finished goods here, we find that the finished goods is consists of the foods and beverage, drugs, and cosmetics. I put here FBDC. The second finished goods is the chemicals, biological products, and GMO products that related with the food, beverage, drug, and cosmetics. So that's the scope of the halal certification, the mandatory of the halal certification. Then the third point that we classify as a finished goods is what we call by the consumer goods. But for this item, for this finished goods, the mandatory for the halal certification is only for those that come from animal source or contain animal derived materials. And then for the services, yeah, We see all services related with the slaughtering process, processing, warehousing, logistic, marketing, and display also. So if we go more detail, I mean, if we see the business process, so we find for the services, it consists of the slaughterhouse business process, toll manufacturing business process, retailer, restaurant, coffee shop, kitchen, tea house, and so on, and also the logistic. So that's the services, the type of the services that our certification is also mandatory. Again, for the services, it's only the services that are related with the food, beverage, drug, and cosmetics. And if you want to see the detail, what kind of the finished goods, what kind of the services that has certification is mandatory, you can refer to the Ministry of Religious Affairs Decree number 748 2021. And then from the regulation also, we find the timeline for the certification. So for the food and beverage, actually the timeline of the certification um, has been uh, yeah, defined since October 2019. Has been started from October 2019, and then will be end by October this year. So it means if your product is food and beverage and you send your product to Indonesian market by October this year, your product must be halal certified. Otherwise, you cannot sell your product to Indonesia because our certification is mandatory. And this is the timeline for the halal certification for different types of finished goods and services. Another timeline, let's say for the traditional medicine, supplement, free medicine, and in Indonesia we say green dot and blue dot medicine. All of the timeline has been started from October 2021 with a different deadline. So here we find they have for this category, the timeline will be in October 2026, but here is 29 and here 2034. For cosmetics, the deadline will be October 2026. So, and then this is a different, the consumer goods, different product type. I mean, this is a medical device level, risk level A, level B, level C. Yeah. And this is the timeline. And the last one is for biological products, so like vaccine, yeah, risk level D, medical device. So the deadline will be October 2039. And for the services, the timeline will follow the timeline of the products of the finished goods that they manage. So if we see more detail for the first deadline, I mean this by October this year, all of the foods and beverages they must be halal certified. Otherwise, the government will provide the penalty for the manufacturer, and one of the penalty is this product is not allowed to be distributed in Indonesia. Actually, not only the finished goods, the foods and beverage, but also the raw material. Yeah, raw materials, additive processing it for food and beverage, meat and slaughterhouse, and also the service process, business process, toll manufacturing, logistic, retailer that related to food and beverage. So these four items must be halal certified by October this year. So that's the Indonesian halal regulation. And then if we see the other Muslim countries, major Muslim countries, As I mentioned before, for Indonesia, the halal certification is mandatory. It's only for Indonesia. I mean, mandatory of the halal certificate is only Indonesia. For other countries, we have two different types. The first one is country like Uni Arab Emirates, Gulf countries, and Turkey. So in these countries, the halal certification is voluntary. It's voluntary. But if you send your product to these countries and then you want to claim your product as a halal products, it means that you want to put the halal logo in your packaging label. So your halal certificate must come from the organization that accredited by their authority with the several specific standards. So I give you a sample for Turkey. The authority is HAK, SAK. The the main standard is the SMIC standard. For Gulf country like Saudi Arabia, the standards more to OIC standard or GSO standard. So then the third types of the country is the halal certification is still voluntary. I mean, still voluntary, but there is no specific standard for the accreditation or for the mutual recognition between this country and overseas certifier body. So I gave you a sample. Let's say like Malaysia. If you want to send your products to Malaysia and claim your product as a product, so the halal certificate must come from the certifier that listed in the JAKIM and the JAKIM decree. So you can check in the website. Also in Singapore. The other different countries, sometimes there is no specific accreditation standard. You just have to follow the requirement from your customer. So in summary, because the halal certification is mandatory, especially for the Indonesian market, then it is very important for all of the participants. If you want to send your product to Indonesia, you have to be ready for the halal certification because we also have a specific timeline for this halal certification. And then the next session, I think the speaker will will explain more detail about how to get the halal certification for Indonesia market and also for other market actually. So I think that's all from my side. Thank you for your kind attention. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Dr. Musli. It's very comprehensive, right? So, like Dr. Musli said, that for the regulations, it will be ranging from the 2024 until 2039, right? So we will dive more into the details regarding what Pak Musli had explained before. There are two main topics that will be delivered. The first topic will be halal certification, access to the Indonesian and global markets. It will be delivered by Cucurina, and the next topic will be delivered by Ratna Mustika as International Halal Partnership Manager, and the topic will be procedures and requirements for halal certification. And after that, we will have Q&A regarding all the topics that have been delivered by all the experts of LPPOM MUI. Okay, now we will move to the next topic, to Cucurina. Bu Cucu, are you ready? Yes. Very exciting topic for us all. Please, Cucurina, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we are very happy, because a lot of participants join this webinar, since So, how about my voice? Can you hear my voice? Okay. Okay. Yeah. So we are very happy. Yeah, because start from this year, actually, Indonesia, the country that implement the halal products assurance. Yeah. Start to uh, implement the mandatory halal, yeah, especially this year is the first step, yeah. We will face that all of foods and also beverages products that enter to Indonesia market, including the ingredients, yeah, must have a halal certificate. That's why we are very happy to inform this kind of regulation, and then how uh, yeah, what is our service to help the company to fulfill these requirements. So let me share the presentation. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So actually, I already shared the presentation, but maybe we need to wait, yeah, for this presentation appear in the Zoom screen. Yeah. So yeah, my name is Cucurina Purwaningrum. You can call me Cucu. And then the first is we will talk about yeah, the growth of the halal product market, yeah, not only in Indonesia but also around the world. And then the second one is yeah, more detailed explanation. Mr. Musli already explained about the regulation, current regulation in Indonesia for the halal mandatory, and then I will explain in detail, yeah, for that. And then the third one is also the same, yeah, not only in Indonesia, but if your products also enter to the Muslim majority countries, then what is actually the requirements related to the halal products there, we will explain also today. So the first is we talk about the growth of the halal product market. Yeah, yeah. So here is not only in Indonesia, yeah, but also around the world. Yeah, this is the first is we talk about the Muslim population. Yeah, in 2019, yeah, the Muslim population reached about 1.8 billion. Yeah, people, and still counting until now. Yeah, the update one, of course, yeah, increase. Yeah, and then because of a lot of people here, so the spending of the halal products, yeah, very big. Yeah, here is in 2019 also is about 2.2 trillion US dollar. Yeah, it's very big market, very big opportunity for the company to provide the halal products, yeah, for Muslim people. And then, yeah, here is also in the world, yeah, predicted to increase, yeah, in 2024, this year, see, yeah, about 2.4 trillion US dollars. So increase every year, yeah, big opportunities. And then how about the potential market of the halal food worldwide? Yeah, here is we can see start from the 2014 until yeah, predict this one is a prediction, yeah, until 2024, this year. Yeah, we can see here the trend is increase, yeah, going increase. Yeah, this one is start from the 1.13 and then now is 1.38. Yeah. And how about in Indonesia? Yeah, you can see here from the graphic that Indonesia is the biggest country that consume the halal food. Yeah, in the world. Yeah, we can see here we are in the first, yeah, in here in the first country that consume the halal food, the biggest halal food. and then after that Turkey, Pakistan, Bangladesh, etc. And then if we can see, start from the 2014 until 2019, there are the increase of the development of the halal products or halal food consumed in Indonesia is also increased. And then we can see for the Turkey also is very this one is a significant for the consuming of halal product from 2014 until 2019. Bangladesh also, Egypt also, and then Nigeria also. So this one is we can capture that because of a lot of factor like the social media, halal education, etc. So the awareness of the Muslim people to consume the halal food, halal beverage, to use the halal cosmetic also increase. That's why this one is become our maybe the company's opportunity to provide the halal products for Muslim people. This one, so the awareness of the halal is increased, and then of course the demand is increased also, and then the company here, there is opportunity to provide the halal products, not only safe claim, but the halalness of the product can be proved with a halal certificate. Okay, so we talk to the next topic, the second topic. We talk about the halal certification in Indonesia. This is actually the main regulation in Indonesia about the halal product assurance. We have the Act number 33, 2014, and then Act number 6, 2023, just last year. There are some amendment of the previous act, and then we have the government regulation number 39 2021. This one the latest one, and currently our government still prepare for the update one, to replace this government regulation number 39 2021. So before that kind of regulation issued by our government, we still use the old one. And then what is the content of the regulation? The first thing is Indonesia become the first countries that require the mandatory of all products, the huge scope of products that enter to Indonesia market. So what is the meaning of products? Products actually not only goods, but also the services that are related to the foods, beverage, drugs, cosmetic, chemical products, biological products, genetically engineered products, and then as well as consumer goods. Very huge scope, for the products that must have a halal certificate. So if this kind of products, the goods or services that provided by the companies enter, circulated, traded, and also operated in the territory of Indonesia, these all kind of products must have a halal certificate. So in the current condition, maybe if you are the supplier, or if you provide the ingredients for your customer in Indonesia, currently it's okay. We still can load another supporting documents, like a flow chart, etc., as a halal supporting documents. But after this, start from this year, 17 October this year, all of ingredients, especially used to produce the foods and also beverages, for your customer in Indonesia, this one must be halal certified also. Not only the final products, but also the ingredients. This one, so already explained it by Mr. Musa also before. In Indonesia, in the future, we only know 3 categories of the products and also the final products and also the ingredients. The first is the halal products. It means that the product that must be halal certified. The scope of this kind of products is mentioned in detail in the KMA. KMA is a decision of our religious affairs ministry, and then this one is the number is 748 2021. This is talk about the scope of the type of products that require the halal certificate. So for this kind of products, it means that you must have the halal certificate, and you must put the halal logo in the packaging, so that your product can be circulated in Indonesia. And then the second one is the products do not need the halal certificate. So this kind of products is actually no need the halal certificate. It means that okay, if you have this kind of product, you still can sell your product to Indonesia without the halal certificate. So we have like a guidelines for this one, mentioned in the KMA number 1360/2021. You can refer to this to verify whether your products included here or no. If yes, so your products no need the halal certificate. If no, it means that your product must have a halal certificate before enter to Indonesia market. And then the last one is in the future also we will found the third kind of products. We call it the non-halal products. What is the meaning of non-halal products? This one is the products that derive from haram substance. Example, if the company produce the porcine derived products, like porcine sausage, and then also the gelatin from porcine, etc., and then alcoholic beverages, etc., the haram things, this kind of product actually still can circulate to Indonesia market, but the company need to put the information in the packaging, that the information is this product is non-halal products. So in the future, the Indonesian people can recognize very well which one the halal one, which one that non-halal one, because for the halal is there is a halal label, and then for the non-halal there is information that this one is a non-halal. So if we talk about the scope of products that must have a halal certificate, we refer to the KMA 748. This one is we can see here. The first scope is for the food products. And then there are 18 types of products. Start from the milk and its analog, fat, etc. A lot of here until this one also the ingredients. Not only the final products but also the ingredients. And then the second one is for the beverages type. Also not only the final products but also the beverage ingredients. They enter to Indonesia market. And then medicine also. Not only the final product but also the ingredients, cosmetic also, chemicals product, like processing aids, and then another chemicals like a flavor, fragrance. This one categorized as a chemical products. And then biological products, and then the genetically modified products also. And then the last one is consumer goods like clothes, and then also accessories, household appliance, and then packaging. If you are produce the packaging, for the foods, beverage, etc., these products also must have halal certificate. And then stationery and office supplies, and then the medical devices, and then the components of the consumer goods, or the materials of the consumer goods also must have a halal certificate. But for these consumer goods, only for consumer goods, there is a note here. Not all consumer goods must have a halal certificate. Only consumer goods that there is possibility contained the animal derived ingredients, yeah, like plastic packaging, yeah, flexible packaging, etc. Because there is possibility for that products, yeah, to using like animal derived material, yeah, as plasticizer, or maybe the fatty acid, yeah, that used during the production of polymer. So this one is this kind of consumer goods need the halal certificate, yeah, must have a halal certificate. And then the next one is not only goods, but also the services. But if we talk about the services, not all services company must have a halal certificate. Only this one is seven services company that must have a halal certificate. The first is a slaughtering house. The second one is a manufacturing services. Yeah, if you are toll manufacturer company, yeah, even you don't have a products, but you also produce the products that enter to Indonesia market. So it means that your factory must have a halal certificate. Yeah, your service must have a halal certificate. And then the storage services, packing service, if you are doing the repacking or relabeling, yeah, for your customer, and then the products enter to Indonesia, it means that your service also must have a halal certificate. And then the distribution service, and then the retailer, and then the restaurant, catering, yeah, and then also the kitchen of the hotel. Yeah, this one is must have a halal certificate. Okay, this one is already mentioned in the Musli presentation also, that for the mandatory of the halal certification actually will be implemented gradually. Yeah, this one is there is a timeline. Yeah, the fastest, yeah, or the yeah, in this year, yeah, the first step, yeah, for the mandatory of the halal certification will be implemented to food, beverages, and slaughtering house product, yeah, slaughter products, and also slaughtering house. And then the service related to the food and beverages. Like example, if you have like a logistic company, yeah, in Indonesia, yeah, and then your logistic company handle the foods or beverages, this one is your logistic company must have a halal certificate. And also the retailer, yeah, in Indonesia, if you have, yeah, it means that yeah, the halal certification is mandatory. Yeah, please ensure that you already have the halal certificate before 17 October 2024, because the maximum time is in this year. And then the second phase, yeah, for the mandatory of the halal certification will be implemented to traditional medicine, health supplement, and then cosmetic, chemical products, genetically modified products, consumer goods, yeah, like yeah, clothes, accessories, and then packaging also. Yeah, this one will be implemented in the 17 October 2026. And then the next is of course like medicine, and then the consumer goods, medical device that very difficult, yeah, to have the halal certificate. That's why our government still give yeah, more time, yeah, to the producer to have the halal certificate. Okay, so if we talk about the halal certificate, what is the meaning of that? Yeah, so the company, especially for the overseas company, yeah, or companies that located outside Indonesia, actually can choose two kind of option of the halal certificate. The first is the Indonesian halal certificate, or the halal certificate from the local halal body in your country. Yeah. But until now, yeah, yeah, because the halal body that issued the halal certificate, yeah, must recognize, yeah, by our government. We call it BPGPH, yeah. That's why, yeah, you need to check, yeah, in your country. Yeah, we have actually the website, yeah, so you can refer to that website, yeah, to verify whether your is there any approved halal body in your country or not. So if you choose the Indonesian Halal certificate, yeah, this Halal certificate will be issued after audit. Yeah, I mean that there is an inspection the body that come to your factory to do an audit, and then after that, this Indonesian Halal certificate validity is a lifetime validity. So there is no validity. Yeah, you can use it a lifetime. And then if you choose the local halal body, yeah, in your country, but you need to make sure that already recognized, yeah, by our government. Yeah, this one also the same actually. The process, yeah, the halal certificate will be issued by the local halal body after the audit by them conducted. So this one is the same, but here, yeah. So if Indonesian Halal certificate is have a lifetime validity, but for the overseas certificate, yeah, you need to do the renewal, and then to enter to Indonesia market is not what's that? You need to ask your importer, yeah, to register the local halal body certificate into our government, and then after that the government will issue the number of registration. After that, yeah, the halal certificate can be accepted as something like that. So this one need to be renewed also, yeah, before the local halal certificate expired. Yeah. And then the next one is after you get the halal certificate, so your products, yeah, can put the halal, you can put the halal logo in your product packaging. Yeah, this is the example of the halal logo. And then the next is how about if the company, yeah, or if the products, yeah, example the food products or beverages products, yeah, don't have the halal certificate, yeah, after 17 October this year, yeah, because the time is yeah, finished, yeah, for this year. So based on the government regulation number 39 2021, yeah, so there are several sanctions, yeah, that will be implemented. Yeah, the first is a written warning. Yeah, in the first step is a written warning. So the company have 5 days, yeah, to register the product to have the halal certificate. Yeah, or if the company still cannot follow the instruction or the information written in the written warning letter, so the next step is the products cannot circulated to Indonesia. Yeah, your product cannot enter to Indonesia, and if the products are already in the market, so the products need to be recall or withdraw. Yeah. And for the companies that already have the halal certificate, if there is like you know regulation or the system very well, yeah. So there is like this one is a administrative fine, or the halal certificate can be revoked. Yeah. So this one is actually the administrative sanction that will be implemented. Okay, so this one is very near, yeah. This year, 17 October 2024, yeah. So we are as one of a halal inspection body have a responsibility, yeah, to inform, yeah, all of companies, yeah, to fulfill these requirements, yeah, yeah, to ensure that the products, yeah, the company's products are halal certified, especially the supplier of our client, yeah, because all of ingredients also that will be entered to Indonesia must be halal certified. That's why we held this kind of webinar, yeah, to inform all of companies to fulfill these requirements. Okay, so the next one or the last one is we talk about the regulation on halal in other countries. Actually, if you have our halal certificate, yeah, the certificates not only can be accepted in Indonesia, but also in the countries outside Indonesia. So I will explain later for this. So this one is a Halal certification policies outside Indonesia. So the first is the Halal certification or inclusion of the Halal logo. Actually, still voluntary, not like in Indonesia, yeah, but outside Indonesia still voluntary and maybe mandatory for certain type of products. Yeah, I will explain later. And in several countries, the Halal certificate must be issued by a certification body that accredited or recognized by the government of the export destination countries. So this is the information, yeah, the detailed information. We focus for the import products, yeah. For the Canada, if you sell your products to Canada and you want to put the Halal logo, it means that you must have a Halal certificate. In Malaysia also the same, in Thailand also the same, but the differences is in Malaysia and Thailand is not all Halal certificate can be accepted, only the Halal certificate that issued by recognized Halal body. And then for UAE also the all food products, and then this one is specific also only from the halal body that accredited by UAE by using the UAE standard. Algeria also the same, and then Egypt also. Pakistan, yeah, food and animal products, yeah. This one is the halal certificate can be accepted is a halal certificate issued by the countries that followed or the SMIC standard, yeah. And then the Saudi Arabia also food and that containing the animals products, yeah. This one is must have a halal certificate. So this is the example, yeah, like Thailand, Malaysia, yeah, only the halal certificate from the recognized halal body that can be accepted, yeah, if you want to put the halal logo. And then this is the example of the UAE, yeah, UAE countries, yeah. The UAE countries require that the halal body must be accredited, and then we are, yeah, LPPOM MUI already accredited. So if you already have our halal certificate, actually you can use our halal certificate as a reference, yeah, for you to put the halal logo on your product packaging that enter to UAE market. Middle East, we also already accredited by using the GSO standard, yeah. So no problem, yeah. But here is the there is exception, yeah. Saudi Arabia, yeah. For the Saudi Arabia, until now, our Indonesian government still ongoing process for the MRA, yeah, for the mutual recognition corporation, yeah. That's why this one is we still waiting for that, yeah. After our government and the Saudi Arabia government okay with this, so the halal certificate or the halal logo, yeah, can be accepted. But currently, yeah, till now, we still waiting for that. So that's why, yeah, we recommend that you, if you use our halal certificate, you don't need to put the halal logo if your products enter to Indonesian market. And then the last one is for the Turkey, yeah, based on the letter, yeah, circulate letter from the Turkey government, yeah, start from 1st January this year, yeah, all of products that claim to be halal, yeah, for Turkey market, especially for the import products, yeah, can put the halal logo in the packaging, can claim the product as a halal as long as the products certified by accredited halal body. Yeah, so we can inform that our halal body, yeah, LPPOM MUI, so already accredited also by the Turkey authorized accreditation body. So that's why if you have our halal certificate, you can put your halal the halal logo in your products for Turkey market. Okay, that's all I think, yeah, for the more detail about the regulation in Indonesia and also the countries outside Indonesia. So the next is our next speaker will inform you how to get the halal certificate, and then you can have can imagine how is the process. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Cucurina, for your explanations. We already have questions, but we will postpone it to our last sessions. Next will be delivered by Ratna Mustika, the more detailed about procedures. We already talked about the regulations. Now we are moving forward to the procedures. Ratna, are you there?
Yes, I do.
Ah, fantastic. Ratna, the time is yours, please.
Thank you very much for allowing me to join this webinar. And I'm sure our previous speakers has already shed on the light regarding the mandatory of halal certification in Indonesia. And now I will be more details to share with you regarding the procedures and requirements of halal certification, means halal certification in Indonesia. My name is Ratna Mustika, and I'm working in LPPOM already almost 14 years. And my role is as International Halal Partner Manager in LPPOM MUI. And if you need to contact me, actually you can keep contact with me through my email or also my phone number, as you can see on the screen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned earlier, we are going to discuss with you, we are going to share with you regarding the procedures, requirement, and also what are the LPPOM MUI program, of course, to make the halal certification process become easy for you, become convenient. And once again, should you have anything to be discussed with us, please you may write it on the chat box, and later on in the discussion session we will discuss together. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so the first question is, who eligible to do registration? Yeah, of course, actually, if you want to sell your product to Indonesia, then of course you have to deal with the halal certification. The halal certification can be directly through Indonesian Halal Certification Agency, or you can through the halal to the local halal authority, which is approved by our local authorized regarding the halal certification, which is the BPJPH. And if you are a manufacturing process, no matter you are the brand owner or product owner, no matter you are the facility owner, you don't have the product definitely, but you have the facility, so you are eligible to do registration. Or if you distribute the product which is not belongs to you, so you are also eligible to do registration for halal certification. And I think for you or for this company, this is the most relevant for you. While for the catering services like restaurant, kitchen, catering, so this will be relevant for the Indonesian domestic company. And as mentioned earlier by our speakers, the services also, they are eligible to be the applicant. Means they don't have the product, but they have a service like the slaughterhouse, retailer, logistic, warehouse. So they also eligible to be the applicant of halal certification. All right. So if you are going to certify or register, so the question is, what needs to be registered? Of course, you need to register the products if you have the products. And if your business process is you serve, you don't have product, definitely you can certify your services business process. And the material, you have to register your material. What is the coverage of materials? What are the coverage of materials? So it may include the raw materials, the additives also. So if we talk about material and additive, actually we talk about the ingredients of the product. And it's not the all of materials that need to be registered, but beyond that ingredients, you also need to register your processing aids. Processing aids, of course, they are not part of ingredients, but they assist the process. So still, the processing aids need to be registered. For example, in the refinery process, you may use some agent to bleach or to remove the color. it is not part of ingredients, but it assists the process. So you need to register these kinds of processing aids. And then the primary packaging. Primary packaging means the packaging which directly contact with the product. So you have to register your primary packaging too. And then the sanitizer, cleaning agent, yeah, lubricant. And then if you implement a cleaning validation method and you involve some media to be used which contact directly with the facility, means that kind of media also need to be registered. Yeah, so these are the coverage of material that need to be registered. And the facility, yeah. If we talk about facilities, the facility may be not belongs to your own. You may have your own, but also sometimes you rent. We call it as a toller, we call it as a co-packer or whatever the name. So that kind of manufacturing facilities also need to be registered. It depends on in how many location, in how many facility the certified product is produced. So it means that facility need to be registered. And for catering service, yeah, it's not only the outlets to directly sell the product, but also it's up to the central kitchen, the central warehouse or the branch warehouse, branch kitchen if any, and also the headquarters. So commonly we will see how's the patterns of the outlets in the headquarters, in the head office. Then after everything are clear in the head office, then we'll continue to audit process in the branch or outlets. And the slaughterhouse, it is very clear. Yeah, so we will see the facility, how you do. We see the facility where you do the slaughtering process. Logistic is not only the headquarters but also the warehouse and storage where you are running your logistic. Retailer, this will be coming soon, and now more and more retailer in Indonesia, they are doing the certification. We audit their headquarters, we visit their headquarters, their store, and also their distribution center. So these are become the I hope it's give you the descriptions here regarding what need to be registered and what facilities that we need to visit during the assessment, during the auditing process. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, should you ask how is the halal certification flow? So the flow is of course initiated by the company to register to our government body, which is called as BPGPH. And then after you register to the BPGPH, yeah, you are allowed to choose the halal inspection body. So LPPOM is one of the approved halal inspection body by the BPGPH, and then you are requested to upload some required documents. The details of the documents actually can be seen in their platform. BPGPH has its own platform. LPPOM also have its own platform. And later we'll be discuss some regarding what are the documents need to be prepared. And after that, of course, you need to do some payment. Yeah, the payment can be seen also in the platform of both organizations, but we call in the BPGPH system, we call it as the single invoice. And then once after you pay the single invoice, then the STTD is the receive, the registration evidence. It will be appear and it can be downloaded from the system. And then after that, of course, you already chose the halal inspections agency. Then the audit will be done, and some product may be collected to be brought to the laboratory, yeah, to check for some analysis. But it not apply for all product, only for certain product. And once after everything are in place, then the MUI fatwa will be decided, yeah, to decide the halalness of the product. Then by then, yeah, after the MUI halal decree is issued, then the next process is the halal certificate of BPGPH issuance. Yeah, so the BPGPH halal certificate issuance. So that's the flow. Yeah, roughly that's the flow. And then regarding the type of registrations, there are two differentiation. The first is new. New means if the company never had a halal certificate earlier, so we consider it as new. And then development. Development means if you add the product but still under the same types of product, that we consider as development. Development may also like you add the product, but the product has different type with the previous halal certificate, so that's also we consider as new. While development itself means maybe the additions of the product but still in the same type. So whenever you have a new type of product, even before you have already the halal certs, but we will consider as development whenever you choose a new types of product which is different with your previous one. While development means you add the product while the product still have the same type of product with the previous one. And the development may also include the facility development, which the product still under the same type of product. All right, that's about the procedures. And now how about the requirements of the halal certification itself? Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to comply with the Indonesian requirements, we not only focus on the material, product, and facility, but we also will require you to implement a system. The system itself we call as HPAS, which stands for Halal Product Assurance System. While referring to the terms from the BPGPH, we call it as SJPH. So if you asking me what is the standard used by the Indonesian halal certification process or requirements, we call the standard is SJPH. So if we mention like the halal product assurance system, means we are talking about the SJPH. The SJPH itself consists of 5 criteria, as you may see on the screen. The first criteria is commitment and responsibility. Yeah. It includes your commitment, it includes the halal policy, it includes the halal management team, and you also have to follow the halal training. So this is the first criteria of the SGPH. The second criteria is material, while the coverage of material itself I have shared with you in the previous slides. And the next is the process of halal products. Yeah, so it covers regarding the production facility. How many production facility do you have? Where is the locations? And we'll all visit that location. And then written procedure for critical activities. Yeah, critical activities means all activities that need to be controlled. Otherwise, if it is not, then it will have possibility to change the halalness of the material, product, and facility itself. So I'm going to give you an example. The coverage of critical activities may include the selections of new material activity, and then purchasing activity, and then production activity, yeah, and then cleaning activity, storage activity, and so on. So that's the coverage of the critical activities. And in the approach of the system, of course, what we do is the sampling. Means some of it may be out of our control. So that's why the handling of the product non-conformance product become important, and it's part of the SGPH criteria. The next one is product. So the product as what it is, and then the traceability. Traceability means you have to ensure that the certified product always produced by using the approved material and produced in the facility which is meet with the halal criteria. And the next is monitoring and evaluation. It includes the internal audit per annual basis and also management review per annual basis. So these are the requirements, yeah, of the SGPH. So besides you make sure your material, product, and facility, also you are requested to implement the halal product assurance system or SGPH. So in the next slide, the term that I will use is always SGPH. Yeah, by assumptions you already well understand regarding what the SGPH itself. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and then this is regarding the documents required during the registration. Yeah, so you as a of course, you have to provide your business registration number, and also this is the most important, Halal supervisor. This is what makes different, yeah, with the previous requirements from the MUI. As you know that before 2019, the Halal certification in Indonesia is managed by the MUI, and since 2019, the Halal certifications become mandatory, and the regulator become the BPJPH, and since that day on, BPJPH require the Halal supervisor. Halal supervisor shall be a Muslim, and Halal supervisor must well train, and they must already obtain the Halal supervisor competency certificate. Yeah, so you have to provide the relevant and eligible Halal supervisor. The Halal supervisor can be in the factory level or can be in your Indonesian partner level. So if you are overseas company and you want to obtain the certificate of BPJPH, then you can appoint your partner in Indonesia, no matter it is your distributor, no matter it is your representative company, to appoint one of their employee to be your eligible Halal supervisor. That's the documents that you need to provide. And then the product, yeah, we need you to define your types of product, and then a list of the product itself. Material, yeah, the list of material that you use to produce the product that you are going to certify. And then some material may need the supporting documents. Please remember, the supporting documents only apply for the material outside the positive list. The positive list itself, which already addressed by Mr. Musli and Ms. Chuchu, yeah, it is under the KMA number 1360. So as long as your material inside that KMA means you don't need to collect any supporting document. But when your materials outside that list means you have to provide the supporting documents. And then you also have to define your product, what your product are, and you have to make a matrix, what material used to produce that product in some document that we call as a matrix. And then the product processing means the flow manufacturing process of your registered product. You may have hundreds of products, but it doesn't mean you have to make 100 different flow charts. No, what you need to do is you can make a classification. As long as they are included in the same type of product, then you can make one flow chart, yeah, which can represent some of the product which include in the same groups. And then the Halal Product Assurance System, or the SGPH, so you have to make the manual of SGPH. This is required, yeah, this is very required. This is, if you are not making it, means you cannot pass the certification process. And then also the procedures, yeah, as a derivatives of the manual, and some evidence of the SGPH implementation, like the evidence of training, the evidence of internal audit, and the evidence of halal policy socialization. All right, so this is the example of the business registration number. We call it as the NIB. So ladies and gentlemen, this is, we have to make clear that the NIB only owned by the Indonesian business actor. So that's why if you are an overseas company, you have to make a cooperation or partnership with your Indonesian distributor or Indonesian representative company, because when you want to obtain the BPJPH Halal cert, when we are registered to their platform, this business registration number is needed. Yeah. So it means it's not only you as the overseas company, but you have to find a partner in Indonesia to pass the certification process. And then halal supervisor data, yeah, I have mentioned about this earlier. So the person ID, the CV, the appointment letter, and then the training certificate with accordance with the SKKNI. SKKNI is the Indonesian national standard, yeah, for the competency. And then halal supervisor competency certificate. Yeah, so these kinds of documents need to be provided earlier. Then the list of material, as you can see on the slides, yes, you have to define the material name, yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, please remember, in terms of halal certifications, the producer name, yeah, or the principle of your material and country of origin of the principle is very matter, because it will impact on your traceability system. So if you are now concerned on the supplier, which supplier may be the producer but may also be a trader, so that's why if you are concerned on the supplier, it's not sufficient for us, because you have to define very precisely regarding what are the producer name of each product, yeah, and then the country of origin, and you have to define whether the material already certified or not. Once if it is not, then you can mention whether it is positive list or not. So this is the template on how you can understand the requirements of some documents that may be needed, yeah. And then once again, I am very sure, and this is also based on my best practice as auditor as well, and also the experience that come from the company. It takes time for them to collect the material data with these templates. Yeah, by means, if we are not now concerning only for the supplier, as I mentioned earlier, you need to take some time to redefine what are the producer name, because specifically in the LPPOM, ladies and gentlemen, if you can define the producer name precisely, it's very helping a lot to compare with our database, because we have thousands of database, yeah, to define whether the material already in our database or not. If the material already in the LPPOM database, means you don't need to collect the supporting documents, because the material means already approved in the LPPOM database. We already, I mean, me, myself, and also the previous speakers, we already addressed regarding the positive list material and also the not positive list material. So how's the consequences? The consequences is, of course, if you are using material in the positive list, you don't need concerns about any supporting documents. And then we also define the critical material. Critical material means they need supporting documents, but the critical also we can categorize again as not critical, as critical and very critical. Critical means it needs supporting documents, but not always halal certificate. Yeah, for example, like a sugar. Sugar is critical. Why? Because it is not in the positive list. But to fulfill the requirements, it's not a must for you to obtain the halal cert. If your supplier have already the halal cert, means that's good. It's much better. But if the supplier, they said they don't have halal certificate, means it's okay. We still can evaluate through some documents like the flow chart, like the MSDAs, yeah, like the statement letter or information regarding the source of ingredients. While if the material belongs to the very critical, the example or the categorizations we here is the meat, yeah, and the processed meat product, or the flavor, fragrance, yeah, for the flavor, for example, the process actually may not be complicated, but the ingredients may be involve many of material. So for example, to produce the one flavor or one fragrance, for one fragrance or one flavor, it may include, for example, 1 or 40 materials for one flavor, or 100 materials for one fragrance. I mean, the process is not critical, but it's involve many material, which is impossible if we do traceability one by one. Yeah, so that's why for this category of material, we conclude as very critical, and the documents must be halal certificate. Yeah, so this is the consequence from that. If you are asking me how to find the product that already halal certified, so actually you can see to the BPGPH website, and also you may go to the LPPOM website to check whether your material already certified by them or not. And I mentioned earlier about the matrix, and this is the example of the matrix. You have to define what your products are, what your material are, and then you have to link between them. And this is the flow chart. Yes, you have to define your flow chart. The flow chart, once again, can be the category of the product. If you have, once again, if you have 100 product, it doesn't mean you have to make one by one for each product. Yeah, for the flow chart, but you can make the categorization. And then for the SGPH documents, ladies and gentlemen, I mentioned earlier, you have to provide the HAS manual. HAS manual means this is the manual book which describe how is your implementations of the 5 criteria in your company. Yeah, and it has to reflect the company business process, and you have to make the separated SGPH manual from other manual. Yeah. For example, you have the quality manual, you have the food safety manual, you have the HACCP manual. So for the HAS manual, it needs to be separated from those manual. And then the SOP, yeah, some may need the SOP, means to explain further regarding what has written on the HAS manual. So you have to make the derivative of the documents, and we call that the written procedures, yeah, or SOP is one of the written procedures. Important from my side. I thank you very much for your cooperation, and I give the stage back to our moderator. Please.
Okay, I think that's all for today, since we already passed 90 minutes. Okay, for the participants, thank you for coming to our webinar 5 webinar language. Don't forget to fill the feedback forms that Ratna has showed you before, because your feedback matters to us. We still have 2 webinars coming up on tomorrow, and for the 25th January, yeah, but it is for Chinese and Korean speakers. But it's okay if you have any questions related to our explanations before. You can actually contact us through the WhatsApp or website. WhatsApp, it can be we can be contacted through +6281111 48698, or easily you can call through our call center in 14056, or you can visit our website for any questions. Our customer service will help you. Okay, thank you for today's session. Thank you for Mrs. Ratna and Mrs. Chuchu for your very comprehensive explanations. We are sorry that we cannot mention all the questions since we have very limited time. But as we said before, you can contact through our contact center. Thank you. I'm Dediansha. See you for the next webinar. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.